Good morning, everyone. Welcome to First Parish in Brookline, a Unitarian Universalist congregation. Wherever you are in your faith journey, however you identify, you are welcome here. We especially welcome anyone who is here today for the first time. We hope you find whatever your heart hungers for, whether it is spiritual nourishment, connection, holiday cheer, or just respite. My name is Lisa Underhill. My pronouns are she, her, and I'll be your worship associate today. Our Las Posadas Christmas pageant service today will be led by our interim minister, the Reverend Joe Cherry, and by Kiara Zani, pageant director extraordinaire. After the service, we hope you will join us for coffee, snacks, and conversation. Just follow the crowd out this door, on your right up front, and down the hall. We have a few announcements this morning. The Immigration Justice Committee meeting scheduled for next Thursday has been canceled. An update from the First Parish Advisory Search Committee. We're very excited to share that our congregational record went online yesterday. So this means that prospective candidates can not only see that we are in search, but can read all about us. It's about 40 pages all about us. So we will keep you posted. And then I know that we have an announcement from the parish board.
Good morning. My name is Whit. I'm he, him, and I'm the board chair here. And I'm pleased to announce that at our mid-year fundraising effort, which is called the Holiday Fund, we've received two gifts that add up to $10,000. They're pledges that they will match contributions up to $10,000. And we've already received, which this was begun about a week or two ago, and we've already received 2/3 of our contributions so we have 6,666 approximately contributions. So the fund effort is going well. We're grateful to this act of generosity and faith in our community for the people that have contributed and the people that have put up the matching funds as well. And there are, I have information about how you can give to the fund, and there's information that's posted around the church in our newsletter, and that you may receive in an email about it as well. So thank you so much, and that's all.
Good morning. My name is Keith Kirchoff. I'm the music director, he, him, and I want to invite everybody to our annual Christmas caroling on Friday. That's this Friday. We start singing at 7 p.m. and it's on the Boston Common. So there is a giant Christmas tree. It's the one we get from Nova Scotia each year. And that is where we meet and sing. We usually sing for about an hour. It is so much fun. We sing regardless of the weather. It could be snowing, it could be hailing, it could be raining. It doesn't matter. We are there singing. We usually sing for about an hour. This is the 18th year we've been doing this. And so I encourage everybody to come, bring friends, bring family, bring kids. It is wonderful.
Thank you, Keith. Any other announcements? All right.
So thanks to Tim and a whole bunch of other stalwart folks, we have a Christmas tree in front, and now it needs its decorations with all your pictures. There's a box of them in the back, there's a box of them here. On your way out, grab some and help us decorate the tree today.
Thank you, Barbara. Anyone else? All right, now we'll deepen into worship.
Come in. Come in from the cold, from the noise, from the long road of the week. Come into a space made warm by gathered bodies and shared caring. Today, we remember that this season has always been a season of searching. Across the world, there are people looking for a place to rest. Some turned away, some sent on, some unsure where they belong, and some, if only for a moment, finding shelter. We know these journeys. Some of us have traveled far to be here. Some of us have wandered within our own families, our own identities, our own hopes. These stories may be ours directly or those of our ancestors, people who travel far, sometimes under duress. Some of us are still searching for a place that feels like home. This morning, we do not rush the story of the journey. We make room for it. We open the door. We welcome one another into this space of rest, of waiting, of quiet hope. We gather not to solve the story, but to hold it, to listen, to make room, to practice together the welcome we hope the world will someday learn. Please come together to sing number 226 in the great hymnal, People Look East, or lyrics whip on the wall.
And now, Susie Krasik is going to light our chalice. Please say with me our unison affirmation, first in Spanish and then in English. Nos entregamos y nos comprometemos a caminar juntos como congregación, prometiendo con mucha fe cuidarnos mutuamente y deleitarnos en el amor que permanecerá entre nosotros. We give ourselves one unto another, covenanting to walk together as a congregation, promising faithfully to watch over one another and to delight for love to abide in our midst.
This is our third week of the Festival of Lights. This is the week when joy comes to meet us, not the loud, glittering joy of celebration, but the kind that rises quietly in unexpected places, a warmth in the chest, a memory that makes us smile, a moment of laughter that opens the heart. Joy does not wait for everything to be right. Joy finds us where we are, just as we are. Today, we light the third candle of Advent. the green candle, along with 2 of the red candles. It is the candle of joy, the candle that breaks through the dark like a rose in the winter forest. Today, we know and note that Hanukkah begins tonight at sunset, so we are not yet lighting the Hanukkah menorah, but we are making room for it in anticipation of what's coming. Now we turn to the pagan Yule wreath. We lit the north and east already, and today we add the south, direction of fire, warmth, and vitality. Spirits of the south, keepers of the flame, teachers of passion and courage, be with us now. Warm us where we feel cold, stir us when we feel stuck. Help us trust the spark within us, the spark that reminds us that we are alive and capable of so much joy. The Yule log remains unlit. Till next week, the Kiara waits in dignity. But today, may joy break in like the light through clouds, unexpected and completely welcome. Thank you. Every week during part of our service, we take time to do what my husband, the Reverend Denis Paul, calls the communion of giving. This is a time for us to gather our resources to donate to this congregation for the work that we do together. We would like you, if you're new, to touch the plate as it goes by, but you don't have to contribute if you don't wish to. This is us taking care of ourselves, living our values in the world. So as we listen to In the Bleak Midwinter, a favorite song of mine, we will take time to gather our resources.
Good morning. Reverend Joe and the board see these gifts as an act of trust, and in that trust, we accept the gifts and promise to do our best to live within our shared values.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kiara. My pronouns are she, her, and I have been a member of this community since 2019. I have been helping out with the Christmas pageant here for the past 5 years, since 2021. I have a number of different roles here. I serve as the clerk of the parish board. I am currently on the transition team to help us find a new minister. I am on the RE committee. I sing in the chancel choir. I work with the youth choir, and I help coordinate a variety of different youth events. I wear many hats. Oh, thank you. But you may not know that the only reason that or the main reason, or the first reason I even walked through those doors is because of Christmas. So Christmas is very special to me. Big Christmas fan, and the McIntyre family knew me and knew my love for Christmas and said, you know, you really ought to come and sing with us for the Christmas Eve service. It's a really great service. And I love music, I love singing, and so I auditioned with Keith, and the rest is history. And so I've been singing ever since, been here. So I joined originally to sing at the Christmas Eve service of 2019. Then I got to sing with the choir for a little bit, and then it was March of 2020, and we all know what happened in March of 2020. So 2020 was actually a virtual pageant. So I'm giving you a little bit of pageant history. 2020 was a virtual pageant, different videos were filmed, it was really cool, and it helped a lot of people understand or start to understand that change is okay, and it's okay to not do things the way they were done. I truly, wholeheartedly believe that one of the most dangerous sentences in the English language is, well, this is how we've always done it. And so in 2021, we were back in person, and we were looking, they asked me to come help coordinate, and I was forwarded a manual to the first parish pageant. This was a document created in 2011 when I was a sophomore in college, and I would not step foot into this building for another 8 years. And so that's one of the things about this pageant that's so special, is that the person who created that document, I never knew them, they never knew me, and yet we are here today able to do what we're doing because they took the time and the care to write that down. And so in the manual, the established goal, and the established goal is from 2008, so that's from when I was 16. The established goal is for families to have an experience and deeper understanding of why this story is important. And so that resonates with me. I find a lot of importance in this story, and so that's, it was nice to read that right in there of the words from someone here at First Parish. in 2008. So we're moving through our calendar here, we're moving through our years. 2021 was the first pageant I helped out with. The next year, in 2022, 3 years ago to the day, actually, December 14th of 2022, the Reverend Tanya Y. Marquez, she wrote an article that was posted on uua.org. Reverend Tanya Y. Marquez lives in the San Diego area. She serves with the Pacific Western Region Congregational Life Staff. And she has lived in the border region for most of her life on both sides of the border. Her ministry is influenced by her fronteriza and immigrant experience. She believes in the healing power of words, rituals, and community. And in 2022, she published an article on the UUA website about Las Posadas. So today we are going to do a Las Posadas procession before our traditional First Parish pageant, and so if you are unfamiliar about what Las Posadas is, it's a 9-day-long celebration starting on December 16th, going up until Christmas Eve. And every night for 9 nights, people will go out and sing the song that you are about to hear us perform. And 9 houses are chosen to host a posada. The procession ends each night in a party. So there's 9 fiestas as you lead up to Christmas Eve. And the final posada, when you do get to Christmas Eve, there's piñatas, there's candies. And so as people go throughout the town, folks will be dressed as Mary and Joseph. Maybe you'll have folks dressed as angels or wise men, as you see our children dressed up and waiting in the wings. And the Reverend Tanya Marquez wrote, "Many of us children participated in these festivities. The sense of joy and belonging we drew from them was very deep and strong. It was a time when the neighborhood came together, when people opened their homes to others, and when no one was turned away when the food was served." And so like I had said earlier about the Reverend Tanya Marquez, she believes in the healing power, particularly of ritual, and she states that rituals are embedded with a deeper meaning, and they touch our lives in significant ways. So if you are out there sitting like, why as a UU group are we centering this story today? We can really think about that as Reverend Tanya goes on to say, the communal experience of sharing and belonging was the expression of our deep humanity. Every time we opened up ourselves to one another, we were becoming more human without knowing it. And so I thought that was really, really meaningful as you experience this tradition either in the pews or you're a child walking through it and embodying one of the characters in this story. There's lots of different ways you can connect to this story. If you do not connect to this story as a sacred text, from the very pageant manual I referenced earlier, there were phrases such as, "Divinity is present in all people, not just kings. This is revolutionary. The government is not God." So perhaps you resonate, one of those phrases resonates with one of you. Or perhaps, as we think of it, right, we can think of families seeking safety. Perhaps a family raising a child that is not biologically their own. And I want us to think about that the promise in the stable that night is the promise that is in every baby, in every child, certainly, but also in every person at the dawn of a new day, and every person struggling with addiction, every individual experiencing homelessness, every one of us in these pews, everybody outside of these pews. That promise that is there in this story that we are telling, there's lots of different ways that we can connect to it. And so we are so thrilled and honored to be able to put on this Posadas procession and then our Christmas pageant, and so we're gonna get to it. Sorry, I just have the words on my phone. All right, so we're going to start with the Posadas processional song. So I'm going to invite the children to stand up, and we're going to get in order here. And so we're going to process throughout the church. If this were really happening in the streets somewhere, we would be going to a number of different houses, and like I said, it lasts 9 days, 9 nights. There would be 9 houses to go to. We are going to stop at 3. So each one of these is representing 3. And we are going to stop at the first, and then the second, and then Mary and Joseph alone are going to join us as we make our way to the third stop. As they come through, they are going to then file out into the middle of these open spaces. So as they come to this stop, they'll file there, this stop, the back of the church, and then Mary and Joseph over here. When we finish our verse, and before the folks inside the houses do their verse, we are all going to knock to be let in, like this. And I said we, so you may all knock. Right? Think about maybe there's doors that you've been on the other side of that you have been desperate to get on the other side. All right. You guys ready to go? Ready to go? All right. So we're going to start our procession here and hope someone will give us lodging. En el nombre del cielo, os pido posada, pues no puede andar mi esposa amada. And now we knock. We're at our first house. So everybody come on in. Everybody, keep going, angels. You got to keep going down the row. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, everybody's got to come in, and everybody can knock. And the carpenter named Joseph is going to knock. And everybody in the room is going to knock.
No me importa el nombre, déjenme dormir, pues que yo les digo que no hemos de abrir. Esposas María es la reina del cielo y madre va a ser del divino verbo.
Tu José, tu esposa es María, entren peregrinos, no los conocía.
All right, so they have just said, Enter Holy Pilgrims, Come Into Our Home, and we are going to sing this together quite a few times. I'm going to start singing the tune. Choir members, you can sing the tune, and anybody, once you start feeling comfortable with it, we're celebrating the fact that we found a place to stay. All right, so we have... Entren santos peregrinos, reciban este rincón, aunque pobre la morada, os la doy de corazón. Entren santos peregrinos, peregrinos, reciban este rincón, pobre la morada, os la doy de corazón. Entren santos peregrinos, peregrinos, reciban este rincón. Aunque pobre la morada, os la doy de corazón. Entren santos peregrinos, peregrinos, reciban este rincón. Aunque pobre la morada, os la doy de corazón. is. I found it.
As Reverend Joe extinguishes the chalice and our celebratory lights, please join me in our unison affirmation, first in Spanish, then in English. Apagamos esta llama, pero no la luz de la verdad, ni el calor de la comunidad, ni el fuego del compromiso. Estos los llevamos con nosotros y los ofrecemos para benedecir al mundo. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry with us and offer as gifts unto the world.
So this morning we witnessed a bit of wonder, a bit of cuteness, but cuteness isn't really the point. It's the lesson. And year after year, for decades, the children of this congregation have taught this lesson. So today, let us be filled with the history of that, the meaning of it, and take forward, especially this year, their message of Posada to welcome the stranger. Amen.